Hello, good day to everyone. My name is Oscar Alvarez, and today's video's purpose is to show you how to clean a sink trap. Now, how is that cleaning the sink trap gonna be helpful for all of you? Well, this is the situation. You come any of the days to use the sink, either to wash your hands or to wash your teeth, and when you open the faucet, one day suddenly you notice that the water doesn't flow down the way it's supposed to do, because the water is supposed to flow fast through the sink. But if it doesn't do it, then it means that you have a problem. And you may be thinking, okay, it's time to call the plumber. But let me tell you that it doesn't have to be like that. Because we can solve this problem with a very easy method that I'm gonna show you. But first of all, what are the reasons of this? When you wash your hands and you have dirt, and also when you use the soap, all that dirt plus the soap that you use, it starts to create debris that it gathers at some point here in the pipes of the sink. Also the toothpaste, it starts to look in some way here, the pipes. So at some point when you're in your life, you will have to clean it, or you will have to have someone to do it for you. And what we're gonna need to do this in this video is a bottle brush. I really recommend to use a bottle brush. It's very helpful for the pipes. A wrench, because we need to lose the pipes. Flashlights are also helpful because it can be dark down there. So, well, I actually have two of them. I'm gonna use them. And we also need a container. Why? Because since we're gonna be working with water, you can expect water to leak or to flow down, okay? And you will want to avoid splits all over the restroom. So let's begin today. Well, let's see first how the water flows down the sink. So you open the faucet, you see that the water gathers at the center, and then it goes down through that hole. And if we look down, you will see that the water is supposed to flow through this part here of the pipe, through this pipe first, and then it goes to this special part, which is called the P-trap. This is actually the one that gathers all the debris, okay? You may be wondering, why do we need a P-trap? Why we cannot just put a pipe that goes all the way down to the sewers? Well, this P-trap, what it does is that it gathers water here. It always has water, okay? Why? Because from the sewers, you can, if you remember, the sewers, they have some really bad smells and stinks, and if you have a straight pipe from the sewer to your sink, all those gases and smells, they will come through your sink and you will smell it on your restroom. So what this P-trap does is that when it gathers all the water, it will have like a layer, you will have like a wall of water that will not allow those gases to pass through, okay? But the only bad thing of the P-trap is that with all the debris that goes through the sink, it will start to gather here. Now it can last sometimes years, or sometimes it can be really fast depending on how you use the sink. But when the problem happens, what we have to do is first, let's put a container here, because the water, you can expect water to fall from this part. And we need to lose this part here of the pipe and the other one here. Sometimes they can be really tight, so that's why we have the wrench, okay? So let's begin. So we start with this one. Okay, it was already loose. Well, actually just at the beginning. Let's just lose it first. It was easy this time. If you can see, well, these are pretty bad installations, so this one we shouldn't have any problem. But the other one, well, the other one is a little bit, we'll have to use the wrench. Okay, yeah. And we open it. Okay, you can see that water is falling on the sink. Now let me tell you, this is a nasty job. It's not a clean job. You can expect a lot of bad stuff coming from here. You may want to try using some gloves so you can, well, be more clean. In my case, I don't. I see that that's like a waste of, well, okay. If you can see here, all this debris that is gathering here, right now I don't have that much because I cleaned this pipe like 2 years ago. But if you see, it begins to gather some, okay, here. and you can be sure that at this part it will have more of those that debris. So let's begin with this. So you pick the bottle brush and try to go to your to the shower if you want. You will use water, a lot of water. Let's make sure first how the water flows through the sink. Well, it's flowing well, right? Right now, because the sink is supposed to be clean. But anyway, let's use the bottle brush. Let's try to clean everything well. That's how you do it. Now, I don't have a lot of debris because I already told you I already cleaned this. But when you do it at home, you will notice that a lot of black stuff is gonna come out of this and it's gonna look well nasty. But anyway, I'm gonna do it for you. Remember that when you do it at home, you may expect a lot of that stuff. And you just have to make sure that the whole thing is very clean. You don't want to leave some of that stuff because, well, it will be meaningless if you don't leave it as clean as it was when it was new. Okay. Okay. Well, thank God I don't have many of that black stuff that gathered. You will also see hair here, and other stuff that you probably in your life you never saw. Okay. Now some people, they use special chemicals, they use baking soda and other stuff to clean this. You don't need it actually. If you just want to do it fast, you can just do it with water, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay. So now let's check how the water flows down. So if you remember, this part goes to the sink, and then this one is connected to the pipe that goes to the sewers. So let's open it here. The water is flowing okay, because if it were not flowing okay, then it will take a while for the water to go to this exit. So this is working well. So that should be enough. So now let's go back to the sink and open the faucet a little bit so we can see the water flowing correctly. And if you sit down, yes, the water is flowing okay. Okay, it doesn't seem to have any problem. So let me close the faucet. And this means that we have no problem here. We already cleaned the sink trap. So let's just put everything back again the way it was, okay? So we just put this one first here. Okay, well, let's make sure that this stuff is put correctly. Okay, this is kind of not tight, which is bad. It's a bad installation. Then make sure that this part of the pipe goes all the way here down. And remember that it's supposed to be, you're supposed to move this one in the counterclockwise direction, okay? Actually no, my mistake. It's supposed to be the clockwise direction. Since it's inversed, I made that mistake. And this one, we push it all the way to the top, as much as we can, and then we start to move this one, to close this one too. Well, this is broken, so I have to be very helpful with this. I mean, very careful. That's fine. Okay, so now let's just make sure that we don't have any leaks and the water is flowing well. Well, if you can see, the water doesn't have any problem going down. It's not staying, and we don't have any leak. Let me turn it on again. You just have to make sure that there is no leak, okay? There is no leak. The water is flowing okay. No leak. Problem fixed. Well, thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful in some manner for most of you that you don't want to spend money on a plumber when you have a very easy problem that you can fix. And have a very good day.